Hi guys, this is Ayla Lynn, and thanks for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. This is a channel where I provide spirit-guided, intuitive, tarot, and oracle card readings, as well as informational videos. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. And if it's not your first time, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to do an informational video on the rising or ascending sign, the sun sign or the star sign, and the moon sign. Each sign is connected to an important part of our personalities. Depending on what you believe in, the ascendant or rising sign can said to be just as important as the sun sign. In order for me to explain the rising sun and moon signs, I have to explain a little bit about the natal chart. Natal chart or birth chart is a map of the planets and stars at the precise time that you were born. So it's kind of like a snapshot of the constellations or the universe when you were born. No two people can have the exact same birth chart. It's basically a blueprint or a map of your life and your personality and your personal potentials. It highlights your strengths and weaknesses in your character. The natal chart that we have on the screen here, if you look at it closely, you can see that in the first house, which is right around 9 o'clock, you have ASC. That's the ascending sign. The ascending sign is always in your first house due to the purpose of it. And if you look closely, you'll see the sun, which is in the fifth house, is the round circle with the red dot in the middle. And then also in the fifth house, you have the moon. Now this birth chart or natal chart is very unique. It's unique in that, for the most part, your sun and moon are in different houses. But when your sun and moon are in the same house, you just get a double dose, so to say, of that sign's characteristics. And if you know your zodiac signs, you can see each sign is assigned to a particular house. If you look at the natal chart on the screen, you can see that the first house is in Aquarius, and then the 12th house ends in Capricorn. The difference between this natal chart and your personal natal chart, your first house will be your ascending sign, and that will start the counterclockwise placement of the astrology signs in your houses. But in this particular natal chart, and for the purpose of this video, you see the ascending sign in the first house. You can see that the sun and moon are in the fifth house, and that would be the fifth house of Gemini. The ascendant sign or the rising sign in your birth chart shows how you appear to others. It shows their first impression of you, or the impression that you give off when you initially meet someone. So your ascendant sign is basically the sign that when someone looks at you, that's what they perceive you to be. Your ascendant or rising sign is how you appear to others. It can be their opinion of you or the impression that you make on them. It's the surface level you. It's kind of like the mask that you wear, or the personality or impression that you give when you first meet someone. Because you generally don't open up to that person until after you get to know them. So this is the on the surface opinion of you that your personality puts off to others. For this reason, That is why some view the ascending sign to be just as important as your sun sign. Your sun sign or your star sign, it embodies your personality at a conscious level. So basically, whatever your sign is, it has specific characteristics or personality traits that more than likely you're bound to have. This is also where your potential and purpose lies in your sun star or in your sun or star sign. This is also where how your ego works, depending on the characteristics of your sun sign. It's also where your self-image and how you see and define yourself to the world. Sign, and that's the most popular sign that you come across when you're dealing with astrology. And your sun sign is the month that you were born in. So the sun sign is a result of wherever the sun was orbiting in the galaxy or the constellations. Each zodiac sign is a constellation. It's a series of stars. So as the sun orbits the galaxy and it goes through the various constellations, that's how you get your zodiac sign. So it's the sign that the sun was passing through at the time of your birth. Now, the moon sign is also very important. And the moon sign is associated with emotions and intuition. So your moon sign is associated with how you react to things emotionally. It's how you feel about things on a deep level. Maybe the kind of deepness that you only share with your close friends or your spouse. It's the inner self. It's the qualities that very few people see. It's your habits, feelings, and intuitions and instincts. And it's basically who you are beyond your outward appearance. Knowing the definitions of the ascendant sign or your rising sign, or your star or sun sign and the moon sign, allows you to understand the importance of how they can affect your day-to-day life. Once you learn your ascending or rising, your sun sign and moon sign, it may give you a snapshot into a part of your character or personality that you may not have been aware of, or it may explain why you do the things that you do. The combination of the three signs can have a very powerful impact on your life, or they have a very profound impact on your day-to-day life, because it determines how you deal with life on a daily basis. Take me, for instance. My ascendant or rising sign is Pisces. So Pisces is basically a female sign, and it's a water sign, and it's a mutable sign. These are said to not be able to separate themselves emotionally for whatever they're exposed to. Pisces also is a sign that has a reputation for someone being very compassionate. Now, my sun sign, Leo, is a fire sign. It's a masculine sign. And Leos generally tend to be all about pride and ego because it's a sun sign. Leos can be considered to be very high maintenance, but they are generous to a fault. And I can see those traits in my own personality. Now, my moon sign is Taurus. And Taurus is an earth sign, and it's a female sign like Pisces. And Taurus, by it being a fixed sign, it has it's someone that has an endless amount of patience. And Taurus people are people that never quit or give up. They can be stubborn. They're also responsible, reliable, and honest. Tauruses have a very stick-to-it attitude, so whatever they start, they're going to see it through the end. And they're not afraid of hard work. So I can see all three of those signs in my personality. And the sun sign, although it's the center sign, I can see a lot of value from my ascending sign and how it affects my personality, as well as my moon sign. So guys, I just stopped by to provide this informational video on those three signs. Until I became conscious and aware, I had no idea what my ascendant sign was, or my moon sign for that matter. So as we continue to progress on our spiritual journey, I just feel it's good information to know what your ascending sun and moon sign are. So, if you enjoyed this video and its content, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, namaste.